So my brother-in-law has requested a painting for Christmas. Now, I have a history of art, of doing art. I was trained when I was very young, like maybe about 12, to use oil paints. There was a lady named Zayla Heath who was a local artist that was pretty good artist up in the Little Switzerland area. And my mom and dad and a lot of people thought that I had some art skills and I could draw a lot. And anyway, so yeah, now Nikki, my wife, she does sort of surrealistic paintings like the thing behind me, and I'll show you some of them. She just recently did a painting for her sister. Oh, actually, there's a guitar on the wall up here. She does like there's a kind of like crazy surrealistic, just off the wall kind of paintings. Me, when I was young, in particular, I was very not photorealistic, but very detailed, and sold a lot of paintings when I was 13, 14. And it's a long story about how I got out of it and why I got out of it. But my brother-in-law, Nikki's brother, Nikki's painted a turtle for her sister. She likes turtles, so she painted a sea turtle. And my brother-in-law wants me to do Crabtree Falls, which is what you see here. So here on I got a 27-inch iMac that I'm using just for reference. And I shot this picture, and a little boy was there. This is probably, 8 or 9 years ago. I don't know. Now, I lived very close to this place. I hiked there all the time. It's about 30 minutes through the woods from where I grew up. And it's called Crabtree Falls. You can go visit it on the Parkway. It's a spectacular, beautiful fall. And it's just like, storybook land going in there. The thing I've never done is tried to paint that gentle kind of water. I've never done this before. I've done seascapes, oceanscapes. So it's one of Nikki's favorite pictures that I shot of Crabtree Falls years ago. I'm gonna try to emulate that because John wanted a mountain scene, and I floated some ideas for what he might want. I was gonna try to do maybe a Linville Gorge shot, shooting back toward Table Rock and Hawksville from the south. And I mentioned various things, and then I just kind of, as a side note, said, well, I could do Crabtree Falls. And it turns out John had hiked down there several times and knew what I was talking about, how spectacular it is. So he asked for me to do that. So this is going to be quite a challenge for me. I usually don't do 2 foot by 3 foot paintings, but we had this big piece of canvas here, and I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if I can do justice to this at all. It'll be just one of my interpretations of that beautiful scene there. And I have a monopod here behind me. I thought I'd put a GoPro up there and set it to record a frame every second and do a time lapse. I've done this sort of thing before when I painted a butterfly for my mom years ago. So here we go. Let's see how I get on. So yeah, this is how it turned out. I hope my brother-in-law likes it. It's a little bit of a mess working with acrylics, honestly. I mean, it's a big time challenge for me to do that. I was trained in doing oils, and you can let the oils dry a lot slower, and you can mix paints actually on the board. And with acrylics, you just gotta hurry up and get it. And plus, it didn't have a whole lot of time, so it's sort of a rudimentary, sort of impressionistic version of the falls. But there you have it. That's what I was able to do in my short amount of time. I think I have about 6.5, maybe 7 hours of painting in that. So there we go. That's how it looks, and I'll report back maybe on what my brother-in-law John thinks of his Christmas present. Peace. Thanks. Subscribe to the channel if you like.